Summer is a period of growth in most of the plants. Asparagus sprangeri is one of those. I bought a baby plant of this asparagus, and within few months it grew so aggressively and covered the entire pot. And with a tight root ball, it doesn't grow nicely, and you can see its root balls have overgrown and visible at the top. So now it's time to repot the plant. This is the flowering period and it's giving flowers, but you can see there are just few flowering bracts because of its tight root ball. My today's video is about the repotting the plant if it gets root bound, in which I will share you the 3 methods to apply if your plant gets root bound. There are 3 methods to apply if your plant gets root bound. Number 1, repot in a bigger pot. Number 2, cut or prune the overgrown roots. Number 3, divide the root ball vertically. If you want to grow your plant in the right way, then you are at the right place, because here you can find the answers of all your how-tos just by clicking the red subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Please subscribe to my channel for enjoying happy gardening with me. In the first method, you can take a bigger pot than its root ball and transfer the plant with fresh soil in it. In the second method, you can cut or prune the overgrown branches almost half the length and repot in the same pot with fresh soil. And in the third method, we divide the root ball into 2, 3 or 4 parts as you want. Today I am applying the third method of division. Asparagus roots grow aggressively and cover tightly the entire pot, so detangling the root ball is difficult. So first we take out the plant from the pot, and it needs a little bit effort, but you can do it. First loose the sides with the help of spade or any tool. Then tap the pot lightly. In this way roots will leave the pot wall and easily come out if you push the roots ball with a thumb through the drainage. Asparagus plants tolerate splitting well and will quickly establish a productive new root system. However, they should only be split in early spring when the plant is dormant to prevent undue stress or damage to the roots. Water your asparagus plant deeply the day before splitting it to hydrate the roots and protect it from stress. Run water onto the soil until it feels saturated in the top 2 inches. Now it's time to clear the root ball, and first we remove some soil at the bottom, and you have to do this job very carefully in a way that the entire root system will not be damaged. Here one thing is important, and at first rub your tools with a cotton ball soaked in rubbing alcohol to sanitize it, which will lessen the likelihood of transmitting a fungal or bacterial infection to the asparagus plant. And you can see the root system is clearly visible now. This is a tough plant that will benefit with little pruning. While asparagus plants enjoy being a little crowded, a severely packed root ball will not permit water or oxygen to penetrate the mass to nourish the roots adequately. A bone-dry root ball will eventually die if left untreated. Water your asparagus plant deeply the day before splitting it to hydrate the roots and protect it from stress. Run water onto the soil until it feels saturated in the top 2 inches. Remove some soil at the top also so that you can easily cut the root ball. Now it's time to prune the root ball. And here you should use a proper tool, which is a root pruning saw. Actually, proper tools save your time and energy, but here I'm using a knife because I don't have any tool. Gather the fronds of the asparagus spawn into equal portions so that each division will have sufficient foliage to photosynthesize once repotted. Insert the serrated knife blade vertically into the soil halfway between the portions. Work the blade back and forth to sever the connecting roots. Gently tease apart any tangled roots using your fingers. Cut asparagus spawn root is not an easy task because its roots are hard and tough at the top, so using a proper tool is needed here. Space the cuts as evenly apart as you can. This cuts through a great deal of packed, overgrown root mass and encourages healthy new growth. The roots of this plant are typically very numerous and dense, and the cut ones will not be missed. Tease as much of the old potting soil from the roots as you can with your fingers. Now I have cut the root ball into two halves, and some care should be taken here. And you can see its branches are entangled, so you should carefully detangle these branches, otherwise the plant will be damaged. Now I have separated the two halves, and you can see one is the small one and the other one is large, and I'm going to plant this small one in the basket, in the hanging basket. You can cut some more extra roots if you want, because asparagus plant roots grow very fast and cover the entire pot within few months, and it's better to keep it short. Basket which I am going to use for planting asparagus, because asparagus plant looks very beautiful in a hanging basket because of its cascading fronds. And this is the pot which I am going to use the plant for planting the larger one part, and here we need a wider and deeper pot because of its fast growing root system. Now it's time to prepare its soil, and for this purpose I am taking 50% garden soil, 40% cow dung compost and 10% river sand. Water the asparagus plant divisions deeply immediately after transplanting them. Maintain light moisture in the top inch of the soil for the first few weeks. Decreased watering once the plants establish, allowing the soil to dry out between waterings on the surface for a day or two. Grow the divisions under 50% shade for the first few weeks after transplant to keep them from becoming stressed. Gradually acclimate them to 25% shade, which is the ideal light level for asparagus plant.